This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is May 17, 2022. We are located at 22851 Calvert Street, C-A-L-V-E-R-T Street, Woodland Hills, California, performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch ABS plastic mainline sewer cleanout in the driveway area in front of the ADU. This is the closest cleanout that we could find to the ADU area. We could not locate one. There may be one buried in the garage somewhere underneath all the renter or the owner's items that are in the garage area. We couldn't move everything, but we couldn't find a mainline sewer cleanout right at the ADU. But this is the closest one. We're going to zero out our camera monitor, or we are zeroed out, and we're going to enter our clean out and begin heading out toward the street. And as I said, we are in ABS plastic pipe and fittings. Now we're running out toward the street, and we have another clean out in front of us that we're going to run out to. Little debris in the line, but all in all pretty clean. We're not really holding water. We're draining. We do have, sounds like there's some water coming into the line, maybe from an inspector possibly, or the person in the back guest house. Still in ABS plastic pipe and fittings. And we're going to pause for one moment. We're going to try and clear this line out a little bit. We're going to pause for one moment. Okay, we ran some water and flushed the line out. We got a little bit of water running, but we're going to continue to push out. And we'll take a look at this area on the way back as well. But we're just going to continue to push out. Got a little debris in the line still. So just push out. You got buildup in the line, so it's probably running a little bit on the flat side instead of having a quarter foot per grade. We'll see on the way back more than anything. We keep running into debris and getting on the camera lens because there's so much built up on the sides of the pipe. But as we're pulling back, it'll be easier. You can see all the white stuff built up on the side of the pipe, and as we hit areas, it just kind of collapses and builds up around our camera lens like that, and then we can't see. So we're just going to go ahead and push out. We'll get out as far as we can, and then we'll run more water if we need to clear our camera lens, and then we'll pull back, and we should be able to see the line without having it compact around our camera lens. Yeah. Maybe in get it this way. Watch your foot. Go ahead. Yeah. Come away.
Go ahead.
Go.
Yep. Yeah, you're good. Okay, go ahead. No, I want to ask you about the stuff. There we go.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, we just rinsed the line out again a little bit. We're going to continue to push out. A little bit of standing water in here. As I said, I believe the line's running somewhat flat. The indication is all the buildup that you see on the sidewalls of the pipe. And that's what causes it, is when it's not draining out properly, you get buildup on the sidewalls. Continue to run out. We have a long run. We may end up having to switch to the other clean out, try and get all the way. We'll see. And we're back in some buildup a little bit here and there.
You guys will be back here to
Making a turn. We're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're continuing to push out. We've been pushing out. Just trying to get out. We'll view it on the way back. We had such a hard time having to run a lot of water, and we weren't able to see it all. Now we're transitioning right here at the property line to vitreous clay. That's the 6-inch lateral. So we're going to continue to try and push out. We're going through a lot of turns, so we may or may not make it. We're going to try. So we're at the edge of the property line. Got a fairly wide street, so we're probably at least halfway. Might have another 15 feet to run. Get some water running?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to pause for a moment and try and get some water running again. Help us out.
You want to turn the mic off?
Not yet. Got a lot of water running in the line. We're going to continue to push out, trying to get into the city sewer.
What? Okay, I got it. There we go.
Continue to run out.
I'm gonna make a turn. I'm gonna turn. Hold on, I need to run. Yeah, that one's too long. There's water. Alright, hold on. There. Right there. Okay, we're in.
Okay, we're in the city sewer. We're going to shut off our water and let our water subside, and then we'll go ahead and view
The line on the way back where we can actually see it without all the water running. So we're going to pause for a moment. We're in the city sewer and we're just letting the water subside for a moment so that we can get a good view of the line on the way back. So we're going to pause again for a moment. Okay, we're going to begin pulling back. We're right at the edge of our saddle, and that's the city sewer. We're in the street, pulling back. Pull back, take a look at that vitreous clay joint. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Making a turn. That joint's got a little offset to it and some concrete slag in the joint, but still appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Next joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. all of the ABS plastic piping we saw, there's another joint, appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. But all the ABS plastic piping that we saw appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. We'll take another look. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well.
Yeah, there's a fire.
Okay, it's nothing here, huh?
That joint
No.
appears to be in fair and maintainable
No, I was
condition.
smelling it too, but I heard
We're
the
going to
sign.
pause for a moment.
The sign.
Okay. Okay, we're going to continue to pull back. We're in the vitreous clay. And that joint has a minor bit of root intrusion, nothing serious. And we're going to continue to pull back. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Now we transition to ABS plastic, and that is the transition from 4-inch property sewer line to 6-inch city lateral sewer line, which the homeowner also owns. Now we've still got a lot of buildup in the piping. As we're pulling back, though, we should not have it compact around our camera lens. Making a turn. All the joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. A little bit of debris, but we're fine. That'll wash through. Continue to pull back. Now we're just going to pull back. In a turn, we're still in fair and maintainable condition. We're going to continue to pull back. We're going to pull back at a considerable rate, but we'll keep an eye on the piping, keep an eye on fittings. You're going to have long lengths of ABS plastic piping. There's debris in the line. This is a very, very long line, so you're going to get a lot of debris, as I said. You're going to get some buildup on the sides of the pipe because it is a little bit on the flat side. We don't have major bellies in the line. It's still draining, but it is on the flatter side. Probably 1/8 of an inch per foot rather than being 1/4 of an inch per foot of fall, because of the to get the grade sometimes. But it's still draining pretty well. I'm going to continue to pull back. We're pulling back. Still got some water in the line. We've got home inspectors behind us in the ADU or the guest house, and they're running water. More buildup in the pipe. A little bit of a belly right here. We'll keep coming back. Got a little more water in the line than we have had. We got a little bit of a belly, and it's very common to get bellies in ABS plastic sewer lines. Yeah, we're at our clean out that's in front of us. It's about 80 feet in front of us. We're going to continue to pull back. Still got a considerable amount of debris in the bottom of the pipe that would take quite a while to wash out. Coming back toward our clean out. going to be pulling up and out of our mainline sewer clean out. We're going to relocate our equipment to the other sewer clean out that's in front of us and try and run back toward the guest house because we couldn't locate a clean out there, but that is a two-way clean out. We're going to try and run back toward the guest house. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we are in the portico, I guess you'd call it, the covered area of the driveway. We're in the 3-inch ABS plastic clean out, and we're going to try and head back toward the ADU. Got some water standing in there, a little bit in this area. Let's see if we can get the camera in. Might be a little bit of a feat. It's just a T, kind of difficult to get in.
I think it's area drain, it's all mud.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
mud.
you know what? It could be the clean out the area drain.
It's all mud.
Yeah, you know what? It probably is. Yeah, that is all mud.
It's all mud.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, this clean out is not for the sewer. It appears to be for the area drains, and it's just packed with mud. All these area drains really need to be cleaned out real well and cameraed. So we're going to pause again. We're going to move to the other side of the house where the ABS plastic sewer clean out is. Okay, we are now on the right-hand side of the house over by the gas meter, and we're going to run from here and just double check it. This is a branch line going into our main trunk line that's down the side of the driveway. So we're going to zero out our camera monitor again, get a good accurate reading, and we're going to begin running through the clean out. Wipe our camera lens off a little bit. It looks like we may have a whole lot of debris in this line as well. Yeah. Should be okay. We're going to run through here. We'll run out as far as we can. We'll run some water. Try and flush things out a little bit, and hopefully we can see what we're doing. Go ahead. I'll get it.
We're going to hit this sink right here.
Yeah, I'm going to run something inside. Okay.
Go in the bathroom. We're going to put the kitchen bar sink.
Yeah.
Drainage
Draining slow?
Yeah, no, it's plugged. It's
Oh,
got so much
plugged.
debris in it
Okay.
from the gardening.
Yeah.
It's just stuck.
Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of water running there.
Okay, there we go. I see it. At least we're in where the water's going.
Okay, we're going to continue to run out with the water on. Hopefully we'll clear our camera lens real well and be able to see on the way back. We're going to use the water to help us push out, and then we'll take a look at it on the way back. Push it. Push it hard. Do it on the way back. So, here. So we can go all the way back. Get all the way out to the vitreous and all the way out. That might have been a
That
clean
is
out
the
at front.
drop right there.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, and then our clay's right here. Right there.
Okay. We got a whole 10 minutes. Be in the van moving to get there by 3. We're supposed to be there between 1 and 3. I told her to call them 3 o'clock. Okay. We're going to begin pulling back. That's our transition back to ABS. We're going to pause for a moment. We've still got a little bit too much water. We're going to pause right here, right at the vitreous clay. Let that water subside a little bit. Okay, water subsided. We're going to begin to pull back. That's our 4-inch to 6-inch city lateral transition. We're going to continue to pull back. ABS plastic, pipe and fittings so far appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. The joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. Long lengths of ABS plastic piping. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Yeah, there's a tie-in. That's our branch tie-in from the guest house and the other side of the house. Making our turn. That's our main trunk line where we were. Yep. Either another tie-in we just passed or a clean out. We had one cover in the front that we couldn't get off, and it could have been a sewer clean out as well. More than likely it was, but had concrete overpour, and we didn't want to end up breaking concrete to try and get the lid off if we could run all the way through here. So far, all the ABS plastic piping and the joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. More tie-ins. Go slower. Yeah, got a little bit of water draining slowly, but it's okay. It's still draining pretty decent. So we're going to continue to pull back. A little bit of hair or something. Looks like hair in that joint. More than likely. Go back in a little bit. Let's see it. Go. Go in. In. It could be tree roots coming through that clean out. That's a clean out in front of us, so there could be tree roots coming in from the top. That's what it appears. Making a turn, coming back. Huh? Yeah. Another turn, coming back. All the pipe and fittings appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. That one area that had the root intrusion coming into it can just be cleaned out. Sometimes people don't screw the caps on good and tight, and roots want to get in there for the water, and they end up growing. And usually, a lot of times, you can just take the cap off, clean it out. If not, you put a little root X in it, and it should be fine. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection.